has to pay a mortgage, eventually. So if that's the case, you know what I did at 23 years old? I started dealing it away. I wanted to take care of all that stuff at an early age in my life. I didn't want to deal with it later on. So the money part, I want to get it out of the way. So get the industry strangers out of your life. It's going to hurt a little bit. Don't worry if they call you a sellout. It's okay. Make sense? Because you're not selling out forever, right? It's just temporary. You're trying to become something in your life. It's okay. You're going to pay the price. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Next, face defeat again and again and again. And it's okay. You're going to face defeat again and again and again. It's normal. Don't give up. I say that all the time. Don't give up. I've told people again and again. I said, don't give up, man. Fight on. Fight on. There's 3 types of people in this world. There's the living, there's the dead, and then there's the walking dead. The living are you guys. You guys are the ones that are living, right? You're here, you're showing up, you're bringing guests, you're recruiting, you're selling, you're closing, you're doing all that good stuff. The dead are the ones that quit already, they're done. And then there's the walking dead, they're the ones that keep showing up, but they never do anything. Do you guys know those people? They show up, they never bring a guest, they never do anything. Okay, watch out with them. Those people haven't given up yet, but they've given up mentally. So when somebody's a walking dead, I'll take a walking dead over a dead though. But remember, it's easier to give birth than to resurrect the dead. I'm just letting you guys know. So go out there and give birth to new people every now and then. Remember the statement, it's not over until I win. You have to have this philosophy. My mentor had this philosophy. I hated it at first, but then I understood. Anybody play video games here? Any gamers? Anybody good at Super Smash Brothers here?
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo 64, old school though.
Yeah. All right,
I'll pay $1,000 if anybody can beat me in that game. I'm not unbeatable. I'm not joking around either. Unbeatable in this game.
Go to my house.
I'm gonna humble you. Like that. Just so you know. We'll record it so you can embarrass you for all your friends afterwards. But you'll learn. You'll learn. Okay. I'm not joking around about this. It's a serious thing, okay? So we're competitive in this game, right? And I don't know what it is about guys. When you play video games, it's like, you know, the gloves are off, and it's the only time you can talk smack, and it's okay, right? You don't take it personal. My mentor was like that. He used to call me over and say, let's do some leadership. I was like, leadership? He goes, yeah, come over. I was like, all right. Forward to his house, 30 miles away. Pull up at his house, turns on the Xbox. He goes, leadership time. I was like, what? Puts on Halo. Let's do this. So, I mean, he would kill me every single time, but eventually I got good. I used to dream about it, you know, shooting him with the bazooka. I mean, I used to vision this. Why am I bringing this up? Eventually I got good. I would practice, okay? I got good to the point where I would take him out. And this one day I was on a roll, man. I couldn't be beat. I was on point. And I'm not joking you. As soon as I said, okay, it's done, man. I'm going to go home and go sit down. I was like, why? He goes, it ain't over until I win. I was like, this guy. So he kept playing. Finally, he beat me once. He turned it off because he could go. That's the attitude this guy had. That's the attitude he had. But you know what? That's why he was successful. Makes sense? That's why he was successful. He had that attitude. It's hard. And I'm not joking about Super Smash Brothers, but I'm serious. I'm really serious about that. Alright, remember, it's hard. People are going to think you're crazy, which is not so bad. But every now and then, you're going to think crazy, which is pretty sad. Okay? It's normal. Being the center of all jokes at family parties, it's cool. Eventually, you're not going to be the joke anymore. People are going to be afraid. I went over to a party, and I can remember going over before, people would say, oh, here comes the vitamin boy, you know, whatever the case may be, and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, okay, whatever, it's cool. Don't get aggravated. My mentor told me that. He goes, you become that what aggravates you. So don't get aggravated. Okay, just keep it cool. So I remember, okay, cool. So whenever I'd go to these family parties, I would never get aggravated. I would just be calm. I'd let them tell their jokes. I'd be the center of all the jokes. It was okay. But you know what's funny, though? As success came, guess what? The jokes stopped, man. The joke stopped. When I rolled up in my GTR at Christmas parties, people were like, I'm serious, it stopped. They got real quiet. $1 Million Club, all this other cool stuff started happening, making multiple 6-figure income. You start realizing that you make more in 1 month than these people struggle to make in an entire year. And you start to think, hey, there's nothing funny about that. This is serious. I can remember we started getting around a circle. And people were saying, so what's your New Year's resolution for this year? Right? All these little things, all these little conversations. And I'd say, man, I want to see if I can outdo last year. Last year was a blast. This is what I did, this is what I did, this is what I did. And I always had to lay it on thick to these people. Family members and friends. Unbelievable feeling. So remember, when you're the jokes at family parties, use that as fuel. Use it as ammunition. You got to feel that inside of you. It's kind of like working out at the gym. Have you guys had somebody who was husky, never lost weight, was with a girlfriend or whatever the case may be, then they broke up, had a bad break, and all of a sudden this guy got ripped? Have you guys ever seen that happen before? It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. when you hear all this stuff, when I'm making a call, before I want to pick up the phone, I think about it. Think about the haters. This is for you. Boom, let's go. I think about it. And you just use it as fuel. I'm serious. Don't want to say too much. Keeping your spirit up. It's hard, but you got to keep your spirit up no matter what. Have faith. This is important. Don't judge your circumstances based on what's happening now. That's important. Some of you guys look at your circumstances, don't worry about that stuff. You're going to create something new. That's what's exciting, man. And you know what's cool about this business? Those of you guys who are coming from humble beginnings, you'll be able to appreciate things so much more. Honestly, I thank God for everything I went through. I do. Because I'm able to appreciate the things that I have now. It wasn't handed to me. It wasn't given to me on a silver platter. I appreciate those things. Okay? When it happens, just is. It has not come to stay, but it has come to pass. So have that attitude. Whatever happens has not come to stay, it has simply come to pass. Have that attitude. No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. Have that philosophy. That's a Les Brown philosophy right there. Powerful, man. And when I heard Les Brown say that, I thought, God, that's so true, man. I'm going to totally take that to heart. And whenever it got really bad, I'm talking about bad, like super bad. I don't want to give you guys horror stories. I'll give you guys a taste of it. But I'm talking about really bad when the bill creditors are starting to call. And it's like, do I make my car payment or do I pay for my auto ship? You guys know it's the obvious choice. Auto ship. Make sense?